Hey everyone, Brandon Quinn here, thanks for joining. Today we're going to play through the Hexakai daily puzzle from December 18th, which is going to be on a board of size 9 rated at easy difficulty. Before we start, if you want to try this for yourself, I have a link in the description, or you can go to hexakai.com or get the Android and iOS apps and go to the daily tab here and select today's puzzle from there. If you're interested, I also have a post in the description that talks about various Hexakai strategies you can use, ranging from easy boards to medium difficult and even ultra difficult. So with that, let's jump in. I'm going to zoom out. If you're new to Hexakai, it's a Sudoku-inspired game of hexagons, where similar to Sudoku, you need to, for every row, make sure it has only unique values. There can't be two of any single value within a row. And instead of one column, you have two diagonal directions, and those also have to have unique values. So in the central row and diagonals, you have to have each value exactly once, and in non-central rows, there's not enough cells to have each value exactly once, but you still can't have any duplicates in there. So I said this is on a board of size 9. That means that the diagonals and central row each have 9 cells, and there are values ranging from 0 through 8 for a total of 9 values. So typically this is on board of size 10, so the values will be 0 through 9. If you're new to the game, you'll probably have started on a board of size 7, where the values are 0 through 6, 7 cells in each diagonal, etc. So one of the cool things about this game is that you can have a variety of different game sizes. But for now, let's focus on this board of size 9, values ranging from 0 through 8. What I'll do, I'll start with the central row. It's always good to have a completed central row, so we'll start there. Well, let's see what's missing, and then we'll see what we can fill in. So we have 8, 0, 2, 4, 7, 6. That leaves 1, 3, 5 to be filled in. So there's a 1 here and a 3 here, so this one has to be a 5. And I always like to mark it as green, I suppose technically this one, when I've definitely assigned a value. So that leaves 1 and 3. There's a 1 here, so this one has to be a 3. And then this one thereby has to be a 1, because that's the only possibility remaining. So it's always helpful to have the center row done. To explain the concept a little bit more, if you're new to the game or you just haven't delved into the strategies yet, the center row has the most influence on other cells and is influenced by the most other cells because of how many are in the center, right? It's the widest row in the game, in the board that is. So it's always helpful to get that first. It makes it more likely that you'll be able to solve the board faster. But if there's multiple cells missing, it can be harder to work with if you're starting it first, or you might just not have enough information. So if you are new to the game and you're having some trouble with that approach, you can always take an approach like this. Find a diagonal that has only 1 cell missing and just do that, like focus on that cell. And the good thing about this situation is if there's only 1 cell missing, you can figure out what the value is without looking at anything else on the board. So let me zoom in just to showcase that. Here we have, right, 4, 6, 5, 3, 0, 2, 8, 1. There's 1 thing missing, so that would be a 7. So we can definitely fill this in. And the reason we don't have to look at the rest of the board is because just by that diagonal, there's only 1 possibility. If we tried to pick something else, it would result in a duplicate, which breaks the rule. So you'll see a lot of that on easy difficulty boards. A lot of diagonals with only 1 cell missing. So that's definitely a good place to start to get a feel for the game. So I'll take that approach again with this diagonal. There's only 1 missing now because we filled in that 5 there. So we have 4, 8, 1, 6, 7, 3, 0, 5. We're missing a 2. So I'll fill that in. We'll do this one next, only 1 missing. We have 5, 1, 0, 8, 2, 3, 4, 6. That leaves with 7. We'll knock out this one. 1, 0, 2, 4, 3, 8, 5, 6. That's also missing a 7. 0, 8. This one next. 0, 8, 2, 3, 6, 4, 1, 7. That would be missing a 5. This one next, only 1 missing. 4, 1, 7, 2, 5, 3, 6, 8 is missing a 0. 7, 4, 3, 2, 5, 1, 0, 8 is missing a 6. By the way, I'm able to do this very quickly just because I've played so many boards of Hexakai. I can just see what numbers are there, up to a certain point. Just see what numbers are there and then know what's missing. That fails when I start getting onto larger boards, like basically anything larger than 13, and that goes out the window. I have to go value by value. As you play this game more, you get better at it. You go easy to medium to difficult, increase in board sizes. You'll be able to pick up on that skill as well. So for now, we'll do this diagonal next. 3, 0, 4, 1, 8, 6, 7, 5, and then 2 is missing. This one next. 7, 2, 0, 3, 8, 1, 4, 6. That'll be 5. Just to change things up a little bit, I'll do this one, even though there's 2 missing. First, we'll identify what's missing. So we have 0, 3, 4, 2, 1, 7, 5. 6 and 8 are missing. So we have to look at the rest of the board now, or other parts of the board, to figure out where to put what value. So we have 6 and 8. We can't put an 8 here because there's an 8 there, so this one has to be a 6. And now we can just conclusively say that's an 8. So with that, we have 1 remaining. I'm going to just do this diagonal, just do it like that. 3, 4, 6, 1, 0, 7, 5, 2 is missing an 8. So let's zoom out, make sure I got everything. Looks like I did. We're going to submit, see if we got the right answer. Very nice, we did. Okay, so board of size 9, easy mode, completed in about 8 minutes. Definitely a good, solid playthrough time. It might take longer if you're new to the game, but that's okay. It's on a board of size 9, a little bit smaller than the typical size 10, so it's a good way to learn as well without being overburdened. So if you're new to Hexakai or you enjoyed the game, maybe you haven't played it in a while, I encourage you to try to keep your streaks going as long as possible. Every day you play is a new day in the streak, so I'm curious to see how high you guys can get your streaks going. This accounts for daily puzzles or just puzzles that you generate yourself. For now, if you have any questions about the playthrough, leave a comment. I'll be happy to take a look. And if you made it to the end, if you enjoyed this playthrough, please like and subscribe. Also consider, if you haven't already done so, checking out hexakai.com or the apps. Plenty of content in the game, right? In addition to just the game, the daily puzzles, we have a blog where I make semi-regular updates. I have pages on strategies and other facets of the game. And I'm regularly adding new features to the game. So be sure to stay tuned for those as well. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.